Hi guys, this is Satik from Troubleshooting.com. As of now, Google has just rolled out the latest Android 16 QPR 3 build. So I'll show you how to flash it onto your Poco F5 phone. So please take a backup of all data on your phone and let's get started with the Android 16 QPR 3 build onto the Poco F5 phones. So first off, get the Android SDK from my article, extract them onto your PC and you will get the following files. Let me show you. These are the files of platform tools over here. When that is done, now enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking. OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone and USB debugging is required to use the ADB commands. So let's now enable both the toggles onto our phone. For that, go to settings, about phone, type on OS version 7 times, then go back, go to additional settings, then from here, dev options and enable OEM unlocking as well as USB debugging. Once that is done, let's first verify the debugging connection. So type in CMD over here in the address bar of platform tools, hit the enter key. Now type in the command of ADB devices and hit the enter key. Your phone ID should not be shown here. As you could see in our case, it's shown here. If that's all well and good, then let's now unlock the phone. So for that, currently you are on the HyperOS 2. So I made an article on how to unlock the HyperOS 2. Please have a look at that using the HyperOS exploit approach. And you have to bypass a few tokens as well and get the job done. The video is also there on my article. So please open this article and then unlock your phone. Once that is done, please re-enable USB debugging once again. Moving on, you will now get the ROM file from this link. Scroll down and get the file. The first link, Android 16 QPR 3 build. Once you have got it, let's now flash it. For that, boot the phone to fastboot mode. So open the CMD window, the same one. Type in the command of ADB reboot and boot loader. Hit enter. The phone should now be in the fastboot mode in just a few seconds. And once that happens, type in the command of fastboot devices and verify that you are having an ID. You could see in our case, we are having this ID. If you are not having any ID, then install the fastboot drivers onto your PC. The link for the same is given in our articles and is a video as well. So please install the fastboot drivers. After that, do a right click on the Windows icon and choose device manager. Now expand the Android phone section. Verify your phone is shown there. As you could see in our case, we are having this ID and the Android bootloader interface. If that's all well and good. So first off, let's flash the custom recovery onto our phone. So using the QPR recovery, that's the one which I use always. Let's see how to install it. Open the guide in a new tab and from here, let's have a look at all these steps. So in this regard, I guess the first steps are done, first 3 or 4 steps. So the first step is complete, second step is also complete, third step is also done. So now get the file of recovery file from the first link, transfer the file inside platform tools folder. So just give me a second. This is the recovery file. As you could see, copy it from here, paste inside platform tools, then do a renaming. Let's rename it to TWRP. The name becomes TWRP.img. When that is complete, let's now flash the file onto our phone across the recovery slots. So fastboot flash, partition name is the recovery and file name is TWRP.img. recovery TWRP.img. Let's flash the file across both the slots of recovery, the slot A and slot B at one go. So use this command, hit the enter key and you could now see the file is being flashed across both the recovery slots and it's now complete. The recovery slot A and the slot B. So moving on with the next step, let's now verify if the recovery is flashed or not. So fastboot reboot recovery is the command. Type in it and hit the enter key. The phone should now be inside the recovery mode and we will now then flash the ROM file with ease. Once you're inside the recovery mode, which we are now, you could go to wipe, do a format data, type in yes, hit the blue check mark. After doing a formatting, our next course of action is to transfer the ROM file onto our phone. But before that, let's first do a reboot to recovery. This will remount the phone's data slot and we could now access the phone's data in the PC as well. So let's now transfer the file onto our phone. This will take a few seconds. So let's copy the file which is over here in the compress folder. So copy the file from here, paste the file onto your phone. And you could see in our case, our phone is shown here, well and good. If your phone is not shown here, then in that case, you can transfer the file inside the platform tools folder and then use the following command of, okay, just give me a second. The command for flashing, for doing a file transfer is quite simple. ADB push, then file name rom.zip space / SD card, hit the enter key. The file will now be there onto your phone. So either use the ADB push command, the normal file copy paste which we are doing right now, or you may use a USB pen drive or OTG if you have. But please don't use the ADB sideload. That might not work. So with that in mind, let's just wait for the file to be transferred. So guys, we have got the ROM file onto our phone. So let's now flash it. Go to install, choose the ROM file, swipe to flash. The flashing will now start, take up to a couple of minutes. So let's wait for that to complete. So guys, the flashing is now done, as you could see, successful. Ignore these warning signs. Now go back, go to wipe, format data, type in yes, hit the blue check mark. And it's now complete. Type on reboot system. And with this, we are now inside the OS. You could see we have the new UI over here. Android 16 QPR 3 base UIs. For the setup screen is there. Let's skip this for now. Setup offline. Continue. Date and time can be skipped as well. This not now. Skip anyway. Google services. Accept. These UIs I first saw in 16 QPR 2 and they are now in QPR 3 as well. Skip the gestures as well. And you could see this unlock animation is also new. And we are now inside the Android 16 QPR 3. Let's all see the apps. So all the pre-installed Google apps are there. Torch app is also there. Okay, that's great to see. But I don't know who will use Torch. Why there's a separate Torch app? I'm not quite sure for this. Anyways, it's there. The QS styles are here as well. The new styles, QS styles. Settings menu is there. And from here, you know it's a pure stock Android 16 QPR 3 base. So whatever you get on the Pixel phone, all the same will be shown here as well. So in this regard, first off, in the display section, dark theme, since it does not have pure black, you will not get the pure black option, but you have the standard theme. This will force enable dark mode on across all the apps. For example, the Amazon app does not support black theme, but using this, you will force enable black theme on this app as well. And navigation mode, gesture navigation, 2-button navigations. And we could now see we have just got this new feature in the Android 16 QPR 3, and it is here as well. That's great to see. Circle to search is enabled. Long press, and well, I guess it's working well and good. I am currently offline. When I go online, it will work. It's at least working well and good. Night light, touch, auto rotate screen, smooth display is fine. Then in the system sections, what all is there? Gestures, quick tap to start actions, use quick tap, take a screenshot. Let's now verify it once. I guess it is asking for a UI restart. Currently it's not working, so a UI restart is a must, or even an OS restart will do, and only then that might work. For the rest of the features, double tap to check phone, these are the same as before. The Pixel phone does not have a swipe to take a screenshot, so it's not there in this here as well. Your Pixel is up to date because we are on the latest build already. Let's see the new UIs. Let me first remove this one. It's very conflicting with the UI. So wallpaper and style. This is also the new style, as you could see from here. More wallpapers, and this is from the Pixel 6 series, some of them. These are the original OG Pixel wallpapers and live wallpapers as well. Theme pack. Okay, you even have the option to install some theme packs as well on the Pixel phone. As you might be aware, Pixel nowadays has some theme packs installed. So I have a theme pack onto my phone. Let me just show you once. So for example, this is my Pixel 9 Pro XL. So if you go there and choose the wallpaper and style section, let me just show you in the theme pack. You can install the theme pack from here, and this will change the wallpapers, the UI, ringtones, everything. You just need to log into your account, and after that, so log in from here and you will get the theme pack from here. That's quite a great new feature. So all the features are there inside this ROM. The colors could be changed from here. Let's stick with the wall. This one is nice. Or you may switch to light theme. Let's go with the dark only. Other colors from here. And after, let's discard it for now. Okay, just give me a second. I need at least the wallpaper color was quite great. This one, let's apply this one. Icons, you may change the icons on minimal. Okay, this is nice. Icon shapes from here could be changed. Let's choose this one. And icon styles, minimal, or let's choose this one. Is similar to the themed icons, and you could change the icon size from this section. Large, same as earlier we used to have the 4x5, 5x5, but now it's quite simple. Just do this, and let's choose 5x5, which is my favorite one. It's now applied. In the lock screen, what all is there? The clock styles can be changed from here. All of these are the clock styles. Let's choose any one of them. You could also change the color of the clocks. Make it more dense colored or more light. It's your choice. Let's go with this one. Size, large, it is fine. Apply the color changes. Let me just change the wallpaper as well because it looks quite old one. Usually when we had the older OS, in that times we had these wallpapers. But now I don't want this to apply, but we don't have many options. Let's choose this for now, but it's not looking nice anyways. Apply, and this is also a new UI as you might have seen. Okay, it is still much better than the older one, and we could see the new wallpaper UI. The theming engine has been changed. Takes the major color from the wallpaper, apply throughout the OS, and we have got it, the new wallpaper UI. Then widgets, home settings, it's the pixel launcher, so you may carry out the required tools from here. And that is just about it. So the normal flashing is recommended for this ROM. Simply flash the ROM. After that you have to, so before flashing, after flashing, do a format the data and reboot to the OS. But if that does not works out, then after flashing the ROM, do a reboot to the recovery, and from there flash the RO2 RW zip file, and after that remove the transform folder from your phone via the file manager only, the TWRP recovery only, and then try to boot up. In my case, you could see the flashing went fine and I was inside the OS at one go. But if that's not the case with your phone, so in that case, you have to first reboot to recovery after flashing the ROM file, then flash the RO2 RW zip file, then go to advanced file manager and remove this folder from the phone, and once again try to do a reboot to the OS, and now you'll not face any issue whatsoever. So guys, that's all from this video. If you have any query, let me know in the comment section, and thank you for watching the video.